Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. But before we move forward, let me welcome everyone. Today, we are going to make sure that any negative energy, we're not going to allow a negative energy to come in to our realm. So make sure you leave all that negativity outside the door before we get started. Okay? Capricorns, this is our time to make sure that we are able to receive our messages. Take our breathing exercises so we can look forward. Inhale, exhale twice, and then shake it off. Welcome visitors, cross watchers. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And shake it off, shake it off. Don't you feel better? Come on now, don't you feel better? I know I do. I make sure, you know how many times I get to breathe a day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spirit, speak to us on behalf of our wonderful Capricorns. Give them the clarity and understanding that they need to proceed forward. Help them to become more in tune with their intuition so that messages can be revealed to them. And if it doesn't resonate today and they put it away, they can apply it when they see fit. Because today is a day that we are free. Yes, talk to us. Spirits reveal to us on behalf of our Capricorns. How's everything been going? How's the climb, Capricorns? How's the climb? As you know, you always focused on something that brings you joy, prosperity. Let's see. Wow. 9 of Cups. Temperance in reverse. Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. And the Empress. I can see clearly here. Oh, Capricorn, you're always thinking about things. You're always focusing on taking the next step. But I see that you have a solid and stable foundation. You have that security. But you're not content with things as is, but you got wealth. However you define it, you have it. You have wealth, stability, and you earned what you have. It wasn't given to you. But in regards to temperance, it's usually like harmony and, things falling into place and you have a little chaos going on right now because you're in reverse. You're not relaxed in the sense that coping with everything. It's just chaos going on. It's so many changes taking place right now. So many changes taking place right now. You're trying to situate yourself and situate your life, and you're wanting that peace and that calmness. But at this point, there's a lot of chaos going on. Trying to figure things out, looking towards the future, trying to grow, trying to figure out the direction you need to be in. Because you're not completely satisfied where you are. You just have a lot of things on your mind as you continue to be optimistic, hardworking, and relishing in what you already manifested, earned, and are grateful and thankful for. It's just that somebody is really testing you in the sense that you're trying to tighten your belt on your business or where you are at work. You're optimistic about a promotion because you believe you've earned it. So you're determined, you're hardworking. You work beyond 40 hours a week because you're working on something outside. So you might have a stable job, but you do your little hustle on the side because you see yourself rich in your life and rich in your finances because you've already hit jackpot with some things. So you know what it's like. And you're just applying yourself. People might say, oh, you're always working, you're always this, you're always that. And you know what? If you was working and you didn't benefit from it, unless it was something you really enjoyed doing, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing now. But what it is that you're starting to reap some of your rewards. You've already stabilized and put yourself in a good position where some of the people that was telling you that you was doing too much don't even have what you have in a sense of stability. So why would you listen to them, honestly? They're still striving because they'd rather go to that party or that club than stay and put extra time in to getting what they want. So they look at you and say, oh, I couldn't live like that, or I don't understand why you keep doing this, but you understand. You understand what you're aiming for. You understand what you're going toward. It's not about appeasing other people, which you're more than aware of. It's about following through on plans that you have made for yourself. And not everything works out in your favor, but you keep going through. Even if you have to trudge at times, you keep following through with your planning. You don't have all the answers, Capricorn. You're doing your best. There's always going to be people for you and against you in life. But because you're self determined, you are hardworking, you are a believer, faith driven, you tend to overcome the odds. You tend to rise higher than people expected or you even expected yourself. You have to just relish in your gifts. Oh my gosh. Capricorn, your life has been turned upside down so many times, and somehow or some way, you listen out for the messages so you can continue to rise. You're nobody's fool. You're nobody's fool. And don't make people make you feel less than because you don't want to go to the party, unless it's something from the office and you show up for a little bit of time. But you don't see yourself stuck in life. You see yourself constantly overcoming. And even if it gets frustrating, overwhelming, and you want to give up, you don't. You stop for a little bit, you breathe, and you get back on track. And people can't stand that about you. Because no matter what they do, no matter how they try to mess you up, you always seem to bounce back higher than when you fell off from what they did. They don't realize. It's like if you're catching a train and one station is down, if you walk to the next entrance, you might be able to pick up the other train and keep moving. Yeah, you put something to bar my path right now. But did you really believe that a Capricorn would stay down? No, not in this lifetime. And that is your attitude. You're not trying to explain nothing to nobody. When you get in your mode of achieving and aiming for something, you tend to block out the noise. People can't stand you for it. And even if you're hurting, like Daddy said, never let them see you sweat. That's how a Capricorn is. They start digging deeper and deeper down as they go through storms. And they say, I know I got the tools for all of these issues that come about. You have not had anybody leave you. you have left people. When you see a relationship, it's not about to pan out. You start thinking to yourself and you say, you know what? I don't see this working. I don't like their attitude. They don't want to grow or go further in life. They barely finish high school. They don't want to own a business. They don't want to do that. When you start going down the list of things that you see wrong with somebody, you will cut them off. And you'll do it in such a way as like, dang. You don't want to be explaining and this and that. You've already had the arguments with them back and forth. So you know what you want. And somebody is coming back or has come back in your life. And you're just looking toward the future. And they want to rebuild with you. They want to be part of your math. They want to be the addition, the multiplication. They want you to forgive them for the subtraction. And you just want that love to grow. And you have feelings for them too, but you want to be sure. You want to be sure. But they're doing everything right and you're noticing it. And you're continuing to work on yourself. You're continuing to see how you could elevate your assignments. That's a big deal to you. And you're just seeing the possibilities. Yeah, you're very optimistic. I mean, to be honest, you're very optimistic. You're seeing the possibilities. You already acknowledging your growth. Because of the fact you're in a little bit of chaos at times, especially at work and people and their issues and their attitudes. Let me tell you something. It's not your concern what people think about you. And you have to have that mentality because unless it's something that's supposed to be jeopardizing your job or your career, you have to stop caring about what people think about you because we go over this all the time, Capricorn. My dad he used to say, people only concern themselves with important people. You don't go around the mulberry bush trying to break down people and tear them down if it's somebody that has no ambition. No, why would you bother? It's somebody that's going places. It's somebody that's climbing. When you're climbing, Capricorn, you may not realize who notices what, but people see you. They see you. They say, I see you. I see you. People see you. And you don't even realize sometimes all the people in your business watching you. You want to know how you know? If you were a detective and you're going around to ask questions to people, you might hear people say, oh, I see him every morning. He leaves for work at such and such a time. Or he drives or this or that. Or he catches the subway. I know that he dresses really nice. He's always well groomed. And he comes home probably like around 6, 7 in the evenings. And, you would be surprised the amount of people that know you and your business, even though you don't know them. People be in important people business. You are being watched. People are looking at you, watching you, and knowing more about you than you even think. I'm telling you, when you are a diamond, whether you're dull or you're shiny, you're still a diamond, right? So people love diamonds. People say, I don't like diamonds. Sometimes it's because they've had bad experiences or the history and the things that people have done. Blood diamonds, everything. But they still recognize the diamond. They still recognize the diamond. You tend to shine regardless. And when you're in tune with yourself and you clean yourself up and you're looking good and this and that, it's like this blinding light comes from people watching you. You just shine. And a lot of times you don't even realize how great and bright you shine. But no matter what you do, because of who you are and the personality that you exuberate, people look at you. Some look at you with inspiration. Some look at you in desperation. Some people look at you and just envy you because you seem like you got your stuff together. People do that. People do that. And you start doubting yourself because people might say something like, oh, you think you're cute. Oh, he thinks he's handsome. Oh, he think he all of that in a bag of chips. I don't even know if they still say that, but I'm just saying. You don't realize that when you take pride in yourself, when you follow your intuition and you listen rather than speak all the time, you gain the knowledge and experience you need to continue growing and moving forward. But if you just sit down there trying to gossip with folks and talk about this one and talk about that one, they tell you. I've heard T.D. Jakes say it, I've heard everybody says it, that people come after people that they see going places, that they see elevating, that they see rising. And you fall in line with that. You fall in line with that. You see, we experience so much in this life. You experience so much in this life. And what you take from your experiences and you put it in your toolbox, when you need to utilize it, you will have it. It won't be something that you're seeking. It's something that you possess. Start taking ownership of your life and don't allow other people to try to punch you down all the time. When people are dissatisfied with their life, this is how they react. They punch you down. They punch you down. They punch you down. They punch you down. And you have to say, you know what? That's not who I am. I'm going to try to elevate and bring people up. But you know what? Because I'm used to being punched, I know how to duck them. I know how to continue moving forward with them. Because I've been down before. But you know what? They won't keep me down. I'm looking out to the horizon. I'm looking at possibilities. I'm looking at opportunities. I'm looking at my best self. And the work gets difficult at times. It really, seriously, it gets difficult at times. And through those storms, you have to still make up your mind that, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to keep going. I say this to you. This is raw, but I say this to you. You are not your circumstances. Look at how you're sitting pretty right now. This always wasn't the case. You understand? It wasn't always the case. You had to go through those storms, reach those milestones, and keep going. When you keep going, you know how many people will be stuck along the way because they don't have faith in themselves. They don't believe in their journey. You pass a lot of people along the way. So when they see and feel your breeze from you still climbing, they get this energy in them that they want to dislike you. They want to hate you. You think you this, you think you're that. No, you think I'm that. But a lot of times when you're doing your best and thinking you doing things to help people, bring people together, people disappoint you. But what do you have to do, Capricorn? What do you have to do? You still have to stay steadfast on your journey. You still have to keep going. Even if you get upset by the treatment that people may have for you, you still got to keep going. I'm telling you, you still have to keep going. People have to get through their own issues on their own. That's what they have to do. And you have to leave it alone and say, you know what? I can't worry about everybody and not focus on myself, because the thing is, when you have new beginnings in your life, think about it. With the Page of Pentacles, right? It's like, look at it as a magic ball, all right? You're focused on it. You know, I'm a green person. You're on green grass right here too. You see all the new growth? That's new beginnings. All the growth taking place. It's showing you that there's a way to have your life fit into your dreams and aspirations. It's letting you know that the buck doesn't stop here. There's a chance for you to be able to experience more out of your life. You are just, it's new beginnings, solid beginnings. Because you've been building up. Look at that. Look at the city in the back. You're growing beyond this. New opportunities are coming your way. Things are falling in line. And you can see through your colored glasses that life can be better than your past experiences. It shows that you are making your own waves. You are doing things for yourself, for your better self, to be stronger. And you are on stable, solid ground. Okay? You're aspiring to be who you want to be. You know that it takes hard work, right? So you put the time in. You put the time in. This is where you want to be. So even though people may say, oh, look at that person by themselves doing this, doing that, you are riding your path. You are on your journey. You're progressing through because you know that there's more work to do to get to where you want to be, and you're willing to be dedicated and committed to it. So let them laugh. Who cares? You know the importance of putting that hard work in, and that's what you're doing right now. That's what you're doing right now. So when they're still struggling, you know what? You're going to be relaxing with your feet up because you've already started to acquire your wealth. This is just continuous. This is beautiful. This is you. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Rise to the occasion and be your best self. Garnetqueentarot here saying, be inspired to rise. Be inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You are making positive changes in your life, Capricorn. And sometimes to you it may not seem like you're getting anywhere, but look at the way things have changed. Seriously, focus on what you've achieved within this time frame, and you'll be able to answer your own questions. Take care and talk soon.